Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about renting is buying a home in 2023. Millions of Britons are living in areas where they are either unable to afford a mid-price property, face a disproportionately high rent, or both, a Guardian analysis reveals. The analysis, which is explained fully further down the page, has been conducted based on a typical local income. Readers can find out which areas are affordable for their individual, couple, or family salary, and an assumed deposit using this interactive tool. Close to half of the postcode districts, 48%, included in the research are rental traps, areas in which a family cannot afford to buy a mid-price property. In a further 11% of the areas, it is not only unaffordable to buy, but also to rent because the cost eats into a disproportionate amount of the household's income, based on widely accepted affordability criteria. The data, which is sourced from the marketing services company 20C, gives the most detailed picture yet of the asking prices in 2,400 British postcode districts in the year to 4 June. The number is roughly 85% of all postcode districts in Great Britain. Property prices are outstripping the loan-to-income ratio required by most banks, which is typically 4.5 times a couple's joint salary. They have eased a little over the past year across the UK as the cost of living crisis affects the market, yet still remain close to historical highs. After years of prices accelerating at a faster pace than wages, the affordability gap, the difference between people's earnings and the cost of the properties available to buy, has risen significantly. Figures from the Office for National Statistics showed that while earnings in England and Wales have doubled since 1997, house prices have increased at a much faster pace, multiplying by 4.5 times over the same period. In the year to September 1997, a mid-range house in England cost 3.5 times the median full-time salary, either one at the midpoint when all incomes are put in ascending order of size. By 2022, that ratio had grown to 8.3 times a person's median earnings. While the Guardian's analysis assumes a prospective buyer has a 10% deposit, saving for one is often a huge barrier for first-time buyers, because rents eat up an increasing proportion of people's wages, and because of inflationary pressures on food and energy prices. Rising rents and property prices have meant more people are forced to rent for longer, with the average age of a first-time buyer increasing over time. It stood at 34 in England in 2021 to 22. Given many people have started a family before this age, first-time buyers are often seeking 2- or 3-bedroom properties. The analysis casts light on just how inaccessible a housing market can be in certain parts of the country, especially London. A couple earning the median local wage are stretched beyond their means if they wish to rent or buy in 63% of the capital's postal districts. A further 36% of areas are affordable for the same couple to rent, but they will use up at least 20% of their combined wages in doing so. This leaves just 1% of districts, in pockets of Bexley, Bromley, and Greenwich, where a couple can afford to either rent or buy a mid-range property. The problem is not confined to the capital. Most districts in the east, southeast, and southwest of England are deemed unaffordable for local couples to buy or rent. In Bristol, the figure is close to a quarter, while in some larger towns, such as Oxford, all are out of reach. By contrast, 92% of Scottish postcode districts for which data is available were affordable for typical local couples to either rent or buy based on asking prices, closely followed by the northeast of England at 88%. The analysis is based on the median value of all properties on the market to rent or buy in the 12 months to 4 June 2023. While this data provides the most accurate and up-to-date picture of asking prices in the housing market, an area's median price can be affected by the size of the properties on the market during this period. The analysis excludes areas that have either a very low number of properties to rent or sale, which has led to the exclusion of some postal districts, marked in white on the interactive, especially in rural and remote areas. David Hollingworth, a mortgage expert with the brokers L&C, said the analysis highlighted the housing market's huge barriers to entry. Saving is hard enough, but when trying to support a high monthly rental payment at the same time, many will feel that they are running to stand still. First-time buyers will often feel frustrated that they are paying a rent that is bigger than a potential mortgage payment, but find it hard to meet the affordability requirements. Higher interest rates will only make home ownership harder and is also likely to exert upward pressure on rents as well. Francesca Albanese, the acting director of policy and external affairs at the Charity Crisis, said the housing market is barely a market anymore. It's a rat race. With the constant focus on seeing house prices increase, we have ignored what this research so clearly shows, that more people are being priced out of the market altogether. Huge swaths of Great Britain are now completely out of reach for the average family, particularly first-time buyers. House prices and rents have shot up while wages have remained stagnant, leaving countless families having to watch their dreams of owning a home go up in smoke. Colin Bradshaw, the chief executive of 20SA, said the low supply of affordable new builds for first-time buyers was exacerbating the issue. For those trying to make the leap from the rental sector to owner-occupied, the persistence of high inflation leading to higher interest rates and consequently more costly mortgages amplifies the gap. A government spokesperson said, "Supporting aspiring homeowners is a government priority." Since 2010, over 837,000 households have been helped to purchase a home through government-backed schemes, including Help to Buy and Right to Buy. We have extended the Mortgage Guarantee Scheme a year further to December 2023. This has already helped over 35,000 households with 5% deposits, and we are progressing the Leveling Up and Regeneration Bill to speed up the planning system, cutting unnecessary delays so we can build more homes. We have delivered more than 2 meters homes since 2010, and we are committed to delivering 300,000 new homes per year. This is why we are investing £11.5 to build the affordable quality homes this country needs. Methodology: the rental and property purchase prices are sourced, deduplicated, and verified by 20City. The map file is sourced from Edinburgh Data Share. Sales are defined as the asking prices for properties listed as for sale, sold, or subject to a contract between 5 June 2022 and 4 June 2023. Rentals are defined as the asking prices for rents in the same period, including those where a let has been agreed. Make sure to watch the full video. Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.